Furyo manga is a genre that usually focuses on the lives of delinquents, or yankee as they're called in Japanese. You know, kids who hang out in street gangs, ride bikes, get into fights, and clash with rival groups. But even though these stories are full of violence and wild lifestyles, at their core, they're really about friendship, loyalty, pride, and the struggles of youth pushing back against rules or social pressures. This genre started back in 70s and has given us a bunch of famous titles like Be-Bop High School, Roku Dynasty Blues, Crows, Tokyo Revengers, Drop, and more. In this video, I want to talk about a Furyo manga that's caught my attention over the past few years. And the reason it stood out to me isn't because it's the coolest Furyo manga ever or because it has a deeper story, but because the interesting things happening in the community around it. This manga somehow managed to pull in two completely different fan bases. On one side, you've got the casual Furyo manga fans. On the other side, you've got an idol fans, specifically fans of the Idolmaster. The manga I'm talking about is Chicken Drop Zenya no Monogatari, created by Masayuki Saiwaki and works as a spin-off or prequel to Drop, which is already pretty well known among Furyo readers. At first glance, Chicken Drop Zenya no Monogatari looks like your typical Furyo manga. The familiar art style, delinquent characters, fist fights everywhere, gang rivalries, and whatever happens in the usual Furyo manga. At the beginning, that's pretty much the goal, a Furyo manga that made as a prequel to Drop. But here's where things get interesting. Starting around volume 20, a few years after the series first began, some readers suddenly started noticing all these weird Easter eggs and references to one of Japan's biggest idol franchises, the Idolmaster. And I don't know how it happened, but someone who is a fan of Idolmaster that apparently also a Furyo manga fans noticed it. It's honestly insane how sharp those fans are to pick up on these tiny details, especially considering Chicken Drop isn't a mainstream series either. It's pretty niche even for Furyo fans. So when Idolmaster fans started digging in and exposing all these secrets, it felt like a big and unique discovery. And the wild part is, these Easter eggs aren't just one or two. There are dozens of them, maybe even hundreds if the series keeps going. It got to the point where Japanese fans made an entire website just to catalog them, which chapter, which page, and which idol reference it's connected to. The effect of this is a bunch of Idolmaster fans who knew nothing about Furyo manga suddenly got curious and started reading Chicken Drop Zenya no Monogatari just to hunt for Idolmaster references. For them, it's like playing a treasure hunt game inside a delinquent manga. The Easter eggs themselves vary in how obvious they are. Some are easy to spot, like a panel where a character is drawn in the exact same pose as an Idolmaster illustrations. One example online is the protagonist of Chicken Drop striking almost the exact same pose as Emily from one of the official Idolmaster artworks. But then there are the ridiculously well hidden ones, like there's this one panel that just shows a normal train. For most people, that's all it is, a train. But if you look at the number on the front of the train, it matches perfectly with the number printed on Idolmaster character Tokoro Megumi's t-shirt. That's how deep they go with the details. And that's just one example. There are plenty more. Sometimes it's a name that randomly shows up on a jacket, sometimes it's a line of a dialogue that turns out to be lyrics from an Idolmaster song. There are so many extra layers to the manga that only hardcore Idolmaster fans can see. The coolest part is, even with all these hidden references, the manga still works perfectly fine as a regular Furyo story. So if you don't know anything about the Idolmaster, you won't feel lost at all. The story still flows with its usual mix of gang fights, friendship, and rivalries. But for some Idolmaster fan, the reading experience becomes way different, like you're finding a bonus content hidden under the main plot. Because of this, Chicken Drop Zenya no Monogatari ended up with two totally different fan bases. On one side, Furyo manga readers, and the other side, Idolmaster fans. That crossover created a storm in Japanese threads with people sharing their latest discoveries. For a lot of people, finding these details is entertainment in itself, and in a way, it helped a niche manga like this reach a completely different community it never would have touched otherwise. So yeah, that's the unique case of Chicken Drop Zenya no Monogatari, a Furyo manga that unexpectedly became a bridge between two fandoms that normally would never mix. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the future.